Every day we receive thousands of terrible VHS tapes and DVDs. Some are so fucking weird we don't exactly know what to do with them. That's why the Wheel of the Worst was designed. It's a torture device for the modern age. The wheel is spun 3 times. Each spin selects a video at random for the group to watch, and then evaluate which video is the best of the worst. It's now time to spin the Wheel of the Worst.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Best of the Worst. I'm Mike. On this episode, we welcome 2 professional visual effects artists who are coming here all the way from Canada. You might remember them as Jim and Colin. They'll be doing all, and I mean all, the visual effects on this episode. What? What's that? I think I hear them flying in now. Wow, that was amazing, guys.
Thanks.
It was so believable.
You can do amazing things with computers these days, Mike.
You sure can. Now, let's watch terrible VHS tapes.
That sounds great.
Okay. What's on the wheel today? Jim, what's our first film? Because I don't want to talk about rape.
The first film is about fierce and female practical rape defense tactics for every woman.
Every woman?
With Melissa Solt, aka Dr. Ruthless.
Is that a play on Dr. Ruth, the sex therapist? What do you expect to see on this?
I don't want to see it, but I assume it's defense tactics.
I want to see it. Well, it looks like she's trying to gouge his eyes out.
I think so.
I guess that's fair. All right, next up. Your cat wants a massage. Your Whiskers to Tail Guide to Cat Massage. Hosted by Mary Jean Ballner and Champion. I guess Champion is the name of the cat. Wow.
That looks awful.
I guess massaging a cat is a thing? Have you ever heard of that?
No.
It says it's seen on TV. Do you think it was really on TV?
I think that means the tape was sold on TV. Probably in between Jeopardy and Wheel of Fortune.
Right.
I ordered a tape with instructions on how to rub my pussy, but I got this. It's like completely misleading advertising. I just figured I'd be the first to go there.
How many sex shops accidentally ordered like thousands of copies?
And then they just had to use the VHS tape as a very awkward dildo. Afterwards. That's the only use for it.
Terrible. How can they tell your cat who wants a massage?
I don't think a cat would be very cooperative during massage. It would probably just try to claw your eyes out, right?
Kind of like a fierce and female.
Right, yeah. Well, what's next, Colin?
America Online for Internet. It's from the Video Tutors Institute.
Also known as VTI.
Is that a thing?
No.
It also has Chinese lettering on the other side of the box, so I have a feeling this is going to be really, really boring.
And it has a satellite dish, which looks like it's based in Ontario.
What's next?
Zig Ziglar presents Courtship After Marriage. Romance can last a lifetime. 2 powerful segments. 2 powerful segments. So it must maybe 2 themes, 2 separate themes.
I couldn't tell you.
Well, maybe he gets married again in this. I don't know, another segment, like after the fact. Romance can last a lifetime. He's sitting and she's kneeling.
Yeah, he's prepping her for
disappointment.
Yeah, that's it. He's prepping her for 2 powerful segments. I really don't know. Our next tape is called Rainbow's Remedy with Rainbow the Clown. Creative resources for deaf education. I'm sorry, but
Okay, we
this
need
is a
more
first.
details. We need more details.
Rip the thing off the wheel of the worst to read the back. Rainbow the Clown gently guides the viewer through the stunning shock and emptiness, the utter despair and seemingly unending sorrow experienced following the death of a loved one.
Oh my God.
With a clown. Eloise Cole is a nationally recognized bereavement specialist. She travels widely lecturing on dying, death, grief, bereavement, pain, suffering, torture, heartache, depression,
Are you making
suicide.
that up?
No.
That's seriously there.
Suicide,
Torture?
child abuse. Yeah, it's all on here.
Oh my God.
Colin, what's our next video?
Action by Design, in association with Real Stunts Productions, presents Randy Butcher's Backyard Stunting, Hits and Misses. A video guide for stunting for the amateur filmmaker featuring professional stuntman Randy Butcher.
That sounds exciting. Action-packed, but it hits and misses. So maybe he's showing the stunts that don't work out. So that
hope
could
so.
be
It's
entertaining.
Like
It could be good.
instructional thing. But like the funny thing was when I took a look at the cover, you'd probably think this was made in like 1983 or something like that. It's like 1995.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, so.
All right. What's our next videotape?
Safe food attitude. What moms-to-be need to know about safe food handling. Featuring the Kickin' Rap group, To Be Moms.
Oh, To Be Moms. Yeah.
Sorry, I missed the get with a safe food attitude. Get with a, but it's buried.
Yeah.
So it's hard to
someone
read.
really did a bad job making that cover.
Why is Kickin' in quotes, the Kickin' Rap group?
Oh, I think it's a pun, like the babies are kicking.
Oh,
inside the bellies.
So it is clever.
Right.
They don't look pregnant. Oh, I guess she does.
Well, they're hiding their pregnancy in their giant overalls.
Right. And there's a broad spectrum of races.
Yeah, it's very, very diverse.
I guess, I don't know, I guess they'll just be washing their hands the whole time or something.
Yeah.
Keeping food in the fridge.
They should have watched a video called Safe Sex Attitude. Then I wouldn't be fucking knocked up.
Safe penis handling.
Safe penis handling. Yes, please. Keep turning.
Who's in charge? And then the dog is holding his hand up and he says, "I am." And then he's holding a human. This cover is amazing. He's holding a human. I don't know what's happening. He's standing on their house for some reason.
He's standing on the house.
Standing on the house. He's saying, "I'm in charge." He's holding the human. She's got an expression on her face. I don't know if she's choking, if she's vomiting.
And she's touching the dog's pee-pee.
She is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I guess, and it says, no more barking, wetting, jumping, chewing, digging, couch, and dogs.
Dogs, I think it's couch dogs.
Yeah, couch dogs. What a bizarre cover.
It is really
It
weird.
looks like it's been heavily inspired by Zack Snyder's 300.
I'm sure every tape on here is a living nightmare. Except for maybe the cat massage. I've always wanted to massage a little cat.
Yes.
Have them try to claw my eyes out.
No, you're thinking of Dr. Ruthless.
There might be some eye gouging in this too, you know, if the courtship doesn't go well for marriage.
We'll probably want to gouge your eyes out after watching this.
Maybe that's what the clown does to demonstrate like horror, pain, and death, is she gouges her own eyes out in front of children.
Maybe she just sings.
This is what death looks like.
I hope we get to see her without her makeup.
I hope so too. Actually, that is her without her makeup. That's her pre-clown. All right, Jim, it's time to spin the wheel. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh! It's America Online for Internet. I can't wait.
That's amazing.
That was like a cap, graduation cap on the VHS tape.
Yeah.
That was good.
歡迎你嚟學習點樣使用 American Online。
Well,
Does anyone speak Mandarin?
教你使用 American Online 提供嘅2.5版本軟體，連上 American Online 嘅網上網路。請將呢片詞典推到呢個地址。
I think I just heard his chair creak.
yeah, I heard that too.
5930 Christie Avenue, Emilyville, California。
Well, this is China. That's not the chair. That's like the people with the guns.
We'll make the video.
He can't leave until he's done.
點樣去將信發出去 send mail？ 指向 Flash Bar 嘅 Compose Mail 圖示按一下，打開 Compose Mail 視窗。圖裏邊打入你自己嘅熒幕名，喺 CC 裏邊打入其他人嘅熒幕名。
Well, that was exactly as miserable as I expected.
Let's never do this again.
Okay. Wait, we have to watch another one. Let's watch one more.
Come on, Wheel of the Worst!
Go Wheel!
Hi, I'm Randy Butcher.
Oh my God, he fooled us all.
You know, I'm asked almost on a daily basis. Actors and singers warm up their voices, the tools of their trade. So a good stunt performer will warm up as well. I don't know what you're talking about. Keeping your eyes open and not forgetting to breathe. We'll warm up all the muscles and joints in this area.
All right, our neck's been stretched. Let's jump off that roof.
From there, I like to go down and warm up the muscles and joints of my shoulders and upper back. Just a nice, easy pace will do. You really do want your kick to register with your audience. So that's the combination of punches and kicking. Howard. So that's the combination of punches and kicking. How exciting.
Put your face in my crotch. This rest of this tape.
Work out each technique together. Get in sync with each other so that your partner won't inadvertently step into an oncoming kick.
And an erection doesn't hurt.
Now let's say that in the fight that you create, you partner with
Your partner gets an erection. Have him move back a few inches so you don't accidentally kick his erection.
This hop is used to enhance the
For extra protection, use a ball gag.
Try to get your partner on all fours at all times.
Pointing your toes down.
You asked why this was an abandoned warehouse. This is your answer.
Pants might get in the way of a good shot. Well, that was backyard stunting, hits and misses. So, what?
All right, guys, we got one more spin.
Let's do it.
All right, let's make it count.
All right.
The episode is not saved.
Oh,
Aw, that sucks.
we never know.
I mean,
Could be good.
excellent.
several positive ways to communicate with your dog. Number 1 is with food and toys. Number 2 are gestures both on yourself and on the dog. Body language plays an important role in communication.
Love and laughter, the warmth of a hug,
Ew.
fun times in the park, laughing at a clown.
Oh my God.
That was fucking frightening.
That was the clown without makeup.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rainbow. I'm a clown. I came today to share a story from a while ago.
Down here we all float.
Look at the bone structure. She's so evil looking.
I had all of this pain to carry around, and I'd get up in the morning and I'd go to bed at night, and it was always with me. And I still had all of this pain. So I decided to stuff it. And maybe in that way, I could ignore it, and it wouldn't bother me anymore.
Now I'm filled with pain. Hidden just under the surface.
Well, I didn't even know you were talking to me. I was talking to Colin.
So we spun the wheel today.
Thank you very much.
We spun the wheel. A whole bunch of horrible shit happened, but we came up with 3 videos. America Online for Internet. Randy Butcher's Real Stunts presents Randy Butcher's Backyard Stunting Hits and Misses. Mostly hits. And Rainbow Remedy with Rainbow the Clown, exploiting people's sadness and death.
Yes.
For something.
For our entertainment.
Rich, tell us all about America Online for Internet.
I can. It was in Korean.
我哋用嘅係視窗95。如果你用嘅係其他
Are you convinced 100% that it was Korean?
No, it could have been Chinese.
I think it might have been Chinese, but
I know the super nerds are like, it was Japanese, god damn it! How could they not know that?
It definitely wasn't Japanese.
it's essentially a video about getting onto the internet by way of AOL.com. And it brings you through the steps of how to set yourself up for the internet.
Presumably.
Presumably,
Who knows?
yeah. The video was in English. I mean, all the text was English, but the narration was in an Asian language that we didn't understand.
Some weirdo foreign language. Mandarin, Korean,
But
one of those.
But Rich called it. Like I knew, like as soon as we saw this video, we were trying to decide whether to put it on the wheel, that it was going to be miserable. Like, I mean, you can look at the cover and there's just something about it. I could tell it was like very long. And then right before it started playing, Rich said, what if it's in Chinese?
And he was right. Rich is frequently right about things, and that's scary to me.
It was bang
very
on. As soon
scary.
as he started like talking, like, oh my god.
There's a lot of English, like a lot of English.
Did you say English?
English.
Oh my God. Did he?
There's a lot of English words in it that aren't translatable in whatever Asian language was being narrated.
With first message, internet connection category 再細分為 folder, flash bar.
Like flash bar? Was that one of the words?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. And
America,
yeah.
democracy,
And
freedom.
internet communications or something like that.
Freedom of the press.
Freedom of the press, yeah.
第一次入 AOL 嘅網絡應該點樣做 ？Wide Area Information Server 嘅簡稱。How to use keyword。事實上，就喺美國首都華盛頓特區嘅郊外。
I'm waiting for like the still image where it explains how to hack into the CIA network.
He pretty much goes like step by step through AOL software, installing it, and it's pretty self-explanatory.
But I think we agreed that we're not the target audience for it, and it was probably aimed at people maybe in their 50s or 60s. who don't really understand computers, and it's sort of the beginning. It's not necessarily the dawn of the internet. What was it, 1996?
It was 96.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's sort of like people are starting to get internet in their homes and stuff, but an older generation wouldn't be as comfortable.
Right around 1996, my uncle walked into my room drunk, insisting I teach him the internet. And he phrased, teach me the internet.
Well, that's better than insisting he show you his Wendy's ad. I mean, you just walk right into it.
It ain't right. It ain't right.
Jay's just like dying.
Well, tell us more about this.
That's the whole story. It's
Were his pants on?
直接脱離 AOL，翻到視窗。
I think it's okay. I don't see a rope.
Maybe one other thing I noticed that I was kind of waiting and hoping that it would show up is, for some reason, one of the drop-down menus said Jurassic Park.
Yes.
指向 programs。
He didn't click on that because obviously that'd be too entertaining, and he just wanted to piss everyone off and not show Jurassic Park.
指向 read 按一下。第一封信打開咗。Must go faster。你就可以進入任何一個 chat room 去同人聊天。
But it's aimed for, obviously, it's aimed for Asian, or we don't even know because we're.
I'm just thinking maybe it's they just take the same video for different countries and just overdub it.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, that doesn't explain the bad grammar in some of the menu types.
That was weird.
This was made for a foreign language audience, and the question is why? Because I don't think America Online. I don't know if they had much of a presence in Asia.
I just don't understand why there's a radar dish poised in Ontario.
Because
that's where the internet comes
beams
from.
the internet.
Yeah.
That's the internet machine.
It beams it out, and then it comes around in a green.
It's an honest question.
Didn't you notice a
Green
giant satellite
curve.
dish that makes the internet?
Yeah.
Are these two things to scale?
Pretty much. It is pretty big. You can see it
Is
from
this
space.
El Nino?
Well, you can see the satellite dish from the CN Tower.
Yeah, it's like the size of the one from Return of the Jedi.
Right, it's a CN satellite dish.
Yeah.
Well, there's a phone number on the back for Video Tutors Institute.
Shh, Mike's dialing.
The Google subscriber you have called is not available. Please leave a message after the tone.
我爱好土口，哎呀，我爱大话就嘛二嘛好娃娃，係咪？但係我從話就嘛 America Online，係呀，冇錯嘛，大話嘢個嘛 grapefruit，做乜嘢嘛好嘛大，只嘛紅個朋友話，現在破嘢嘛話，係即個嘛話 bottle，係咪做乜個 desk bar flash bar，哇。
Thanks.
This racism is killing me.
That's not racism. They talk like that.
Rich is right. They did talk like that in the video.
They did.
They did a pretty accurate impression.
Well, it was a different era.
It was.
Language has changed.
That was the 90s.
一定有其他 AOL 嘅會員能夠幫助你。喺度要同各位講清楚。
That's who was narrating this all along.
No credits?
Nope. Just the wizard waved.
Gandalf came and saved us.
So, can we all browse the World Wide Web more efficiently now after watching America Online for Internet?
No, that was miserable. That was awful.
No. Rich, are you going to use Gopher as your new search engine?
點樣用 Gopher 同 Waze？
Gopher Waze?
Gopher Waze?
WAIS?
How much does it go for weigh?
What?
就脱離咗 AOL 同 Waze。
That was America Online for Internet. Our next film, or video, Action by Design in association with Real Stunts Productions presents Randy Butcher's Backyard Stunting, Hit and Misses, a video guide for stunting for the amateur filmmaker featuring professionals.
It's so catchy.
Colin, yeah, it's a catchy title.
So
It's really catchy. What is this? Is this paper? Colin, tell us all about this, Backyard Stunting.
Well, Backyard Stunting is an instructional video to try to teach people how to do stunt videos and how to do like stunt punches and kicks and, you know, as you would do normally with your family for fun. So yeah, it's a professional stuntman, Randy Butcher, who's in a warehouse in
That's his
downtown.
home.
It's just like an old crappy warehouse in downtown Toronto.
There's a lot of Toronto in this video. A lot of like
It is
really like sexy like wipes and stuff, like showing like crazy Dutch angles.
Yeah,
on different
starts
sides.
out with a Dutch angle. And you know what else shows up a lot in this video is acid wash denim.
Yes.
Mom jeans.
Mom jeans worn by men.
By men, large belt buckles, and cowboy boots.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah. It's like a lot of denim.
That is the overall prevailing theme of this video, is Randy Butcher trying to butcher a bunch of men. It's really strange.
Here, Neil's not ready, and I won't move into the kick until we make eye contact.
He's surfing up some meat.
They should call it backdoor stunting.
Well, there's jokes in this episode, everybody. There's jokes.
As soon as we started talking about, I don't know, it's not homoeroticism, but as soon as we kind of threw that out there, suddenly everything sounded like a euphemism.
It was great.
Continue kicking and punching. So let's try some knee strikes.
As I face Blair, I show him. Very light.
It's like he's peeing.
Oh my God.
Take it, Blair. There's more innuendo happening.
Yeah.
And he doesn't do much with the lady.
No.
No, that
Except
was
he
the quickest
kisses her,
scene.
at the very end, he kisses her very quickly on the cheek just to put his cards on the table and say, hey, look, and me,
And then he would end each stunt, each sort of like punch or whatever, he would grab the person.
Yeah, and they would get real close.
Punching arm
But he seems to really like getting close to him, putting his arms around him.
No, it's just like,
He just likes to touch dudes.
it's really weird. It's just so weird how close he was. And each stunt was repeated over and over again, and it almost looked like a sexual act.
well, there was one line about for this, you can make sure your partner bends down a little more.
Oh, he's got to bend over on his own.
That's
this
right,
time.
that's right, yeah.
That's, we just like lost it.
And-
It's
and-
like, all right, come on.
There's one stunt that he's doing where he purposely puts his partner on all fours. And I was thinking, well, you know, action movies, sure, there's all kinds of arrangements. But why?
Yeah, that's
Why it's someone on, I want you down on the floor like a dog so
Never
I can
come
beat
up.
you up.
And then you can lift your head up.
I mean, it's never come up in any film. Maybe Deliverance, but that's about it. I mean, it's never come up in an action film.
And take special note how Neil prevents his head from making contact with surface by keeping his chin tucked in.
Now in this scene, I'll be wearing, my costume will be a latex outfit.
Just keep taking it further and further.
If you don't happen to have one, don't be shy about approaching your local YMCA, a school.
I mean, Randy Butcher is not just some nobody. He has a whole bunch of actual credits.
I think Jay looked it up. It was like 100.
Yeah.
He's in the Santa Claus, Johnny Mnemonic. I'm not reading this. In the Mouth of Madness. He was in Darkman 2.
He actually played, he was doubling Darkman in Darkman 2 and 3.
And Jay was looking up a bunch of his acting credits. So he's like security guard number 1.
Truck guard.
Truck guard number 3.
something
Out of big
something.
rolls.
Anal rapist number 9.
Guard.
That wasn't a roll.
That was the police report.
The knee strike to the head requires that your partner bend over on his own.
Oh my
Innuendo of the video. He leads into a sequel at the end of this video where he's falling off the edge of a platform and says, ah.
He gets thrown out. He says, to see how I survived this one.
Hey, want to see how I get out of this one? Watch Backyard Stunting 2, Falling for Effect.
And to be honest, it's exactly like the video for Planet Earth by Duran Duran, where Simon Le Bon leaps over the matte painting, but you never see him cut the matte line.
How many people use this? Like actually made their own movie and used these techniques? How many people?
Probably a lot of people watch this video, but they just started fucking guys. They went in looking for stunt work, but things went a different way.
You can parlay the knee kick into a good night. There's a secret second video that comes with it. Every time you do it, just gets closer and closer. Eventually, he won't even notice the penetration. We gotta keep doing this, Tank.
I can't believe you.
We gotta make something out of this.
Is there anything on the back of note?
There's more releases. So he ends this one.
It seemed like there are plenty of releases.
Well, these are the latest releases. It's Randy Butcher's Backyard Stunting 2, Falling for Effect. And
Falling
then,
onto my cock.
And then Backyard Stunting 3, Homebrew SFX. And I think maybe the F is supposed to be an E.
Backyard sex.
Homebro sex.
A few light circles and a little stretching of the leg muscles will usually be sufficient.
The production value of it was very, very terrible.
So you don't think he thinks that it's good?
I mean, they filmed it in a...
Value of it.
A few light circles and a little stretching of the leg muscles will usually be sufficient.
The production value of it was very, very terrible.
So you don't think he thinks that it's good?
I mean, they filmed it in a bathhouse. Warehouse.
They're very different, very different.
Nothing takes the wind out of your opponent's sails like a good hard shot to the gut.
No, I think he was a working stuntman and then said, oh, a lot of the videos that we watch on Wheel of the Worst are the 80s, 90s VHS craze.
That was the heyday.
Yeah, instructional videos galore on any subject you could think of.
Yeah.
And I think, I got some free time, I'm gonna make a instructional video on how people can do stunts for their own movies. And you know, I'm picturing someone with a VHS recorder using the onboard mic, no other lights or equipment. Let's just go into this warehouse and film this, and you know, we'll do it in an evening, and it's done.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah, I think that's good.
On to our next video, Rainbow's Remedy, with Rainbow the Clown by Eloise Cole. It's not a book, Eloise.
Eloise?
I don't think they say her name.
I don't care.
But you said it like it was one word. You said like Eloise Cole.
I don't care. Creative resources for death education. And death education, of course, is just this phenomenon that's sweeping the nation. Jim.
Yes.
Tell us all about the creepy clown.
Eloise Cole is I suppose some form of therapist. though even that seems kind of sketchy, but she's nationally recognized as a bereavement specialist. She travels wildly lecturing on dying. She writes her own poetry, which we've yet to read. And for this video, because I haven't seen her anywhere else or heard of her, she dresses as a clown and does a presentation saying, you know, instead of feeling grief, why not hold up a sign that says no trespassing? Instead of opening yourself up to being hurt and being overwhelmed by death in the family, why not hold up a sign that says sorry, we're closed? So it's an instructional video to help people get over bereavement, and she wears she wears makeup as a clown, but you can clearly see on the box her eyebrows, painted eyebrows, are up about here on her forehead. But if you look closely, her real eyebrows, and when you see it in the video, because of her bone structure, they're very sinister.
Yeah.
Like she looks angry all the time, which is not maybe the person I would choose to be a bereavement specialist.
My family.
Oh my God, that one doesn't have a face.
You know what? If this was
those are real children.
If this was brand new, it'd be impossible to accept this as legitimate.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I think the woman herself has sallow cheeks, but with the clown makeup, which should be all white, for some reason there's a bit of gray here. And she decided to whiten out her upper lip so that she's only got red lipstick on her bottom lip, so it kind of looks like she's missing part of her jaw.
Yeah.
And she's got a dot on her nose, and when you see her in the distance in the park holding up her signs,
That was the creepiest.
she looks like a skeleton.
Yeah, it looks like the
With
skeleton
a
nose.
clown wig.
Black, soulless eyes.
Well, there was
which
that
is
one
very, very
shot.
dark
We were
eyes.
really creeped out where she was in the sunlight and she was just sort of like walking behind a bush, and it just looked like she had black eyes and this black hole in her face, and like,
But maybe
God, it was horrifying.
maybe that's appropriate for the people that she's trying to counsel or whatever, because she looks like death.
Yeah.
Well, they keep doing these like dissolves where she like fades into darkness.
Very slowly.
It's a trying video to watch because it's we don't know whether or not the people on the video are telling the truth, if this is a real situation. But there's a brother and sister who I think lost their dad/grandfather.
Yeah.
We weren't really sure which it was, but all I got from it was that the boy looks either like a yellow garb-wearing altar boy with a purple vest, or a Star Trek Next Generation character. But it was really sad. I mean, he seemed like he wasn't acting.
Well, my name's Byron, and it was my dad who died, and he died 6 years ago.
What?
His grandpa died 6 days ago.
December 13th, just before Christmas.
Though a lot of them go off book, as we noticed.
Well, he's his father
And
and
start
then
making stuff up.
grandfather. Yeah.
Maybe he's both.
What, his father and grandfather? Oh, I see what you're saying with that.
Cue Rainbow the Clown for a moment.
Rainbow the Clown has some overtime on this one. So, your grandpa raped your mother.
Oh, Jesus.
And then he died. Let's talk about this.
She has no idea how to be funny or how to act like a clown or being silly. Her idea of being silly was the props. It's all her uncreative mind could come up with.
I discovered journal writing as a way to deal with my feelings. And you know, it really did.
It rotted my face.
And that's a very good description of it, with all of her props. Like, I gotta rely on the props.
Yeah.
Because I have no performance element.
It's
But
like Carrot Top.
Yeah. I would take Carrot Top as a bereavement counselor when he was there. Carrot Top, just make everything better. It's like if Dick Cheney tried to be a clown. You know? Like,
He'd be your bereavement counselor after accidentally shooting your father in his face? Yeah. Sorry, I killed your dad.
but I'm wearing a clown costume. Doesn't that make it better?
I think Eloise Cole is actually like the name of an ancient Mesopotamian death god. Everyone around her just starts dying.
at the end of the video, they had like, you know, special memory of blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah,
we're
and
thinking
it's all-
like, did more people die during the filming of this or something? I think we have a theory that like, you know, the kid, everybody who had lost somebody, they would eventually like turn into a grief clown. Like, so they had that lady.
The kid was in training to become a grief clown.
Well, it was the kid, and then they cut to that lady with the giant like head. It was like a beehive hairdo.
Yeah, or it was just a thin layer of hair masking an elongated skull.
Well, her skull is turning into a wacky clown skull.
Once you start listening to Eloise or whatever her name is.
Her honky nose is getting ready to sprout.
How could they laugh when I was feeling such pain?
If you become a grief clown, you know, you don't die. You're immortal, and everyone around you dies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You bring death
And
wherever
you have
go.
sallow cheeks.
It's like becoming a vampire. And then the lady with the doctor's coat, who wasn't a doctor, with the beehive hairdo.
Beehive head.
And I don't remember what she was saying. Did she have a family member that died, or was she a medical professional?
I think we kind of
No,
were
she
just
talked
laughing.
about her own pain. Did she have like shattered glass?
Oh,
Yeah.
so it was superficial pain.
We missed it. We were laughing over that whole section.
Because she said it was literally like splinters,
Yeah.
which it probably wasn't, because you can't literally have splinters.
Well, she was
of
literally
pain.
frozen.
Because I was literally frozen.
Right.
That's how the grief clown venom gets in your veins.
The reason why her side, her side of the video was suspect is because they didn't follow the interview with her, showing photos of her dead loved ones.
Yeah.
So they didn't have any.
Yeah, there's no context.
Whereas with the others, you saw the dead grandfather/father, and then with the woman with the big glasses, they showed 4 or 5 horrific photographs of her 6-week-old baby that died, one of which has the baby hooked up to an aquarium.
That he wouldn't live to be a year old.
What else can we squeeze in?
Oh my God! So we wired her up to the fish tank.
Oh my God!
We're out of blood. Just hook it up to the aquarium.
Live to be a year old.
What else can we squeeze in?
Oh my God! So we wired her up to the fish tank.
Oh my God!
We're out of blood. Just hook it up to the
What
aquarium.
was that about? I think they were trying to entertain him, and they just sort of sat him in front of the aquarium looking up. That
And
was
there's
the
a big line.
weirdest picture.
There's a line going up to the aquarium as if it's.
Yeah, they were trying to turn him into a reptile.
My theory is we have somebody who got some kind of bullshit degree in therapy, and they think they're a lot smarter than they really are, and they have this clown idea, which is stupid and useless, but she thinks she's some kind of revolutionary therapist. That's my theory.
Yeah. I don't see a MD after that. Cole.
Yeah. She took a class once.
But I'm
clowning.
interested to read her poetry.
She didn't go to clown college, that's for sure.
No, no. That's a very good point. Cheers. That's a very good point.
Flunked out of clown college.
She had to become a grief therapist.
What's below clown? Grief therapist. All right, I'll do that.
Like the woman with the big glasses, she's really like emoting, and she's gone through this experience. It's just like this. I don't know.
I feel the worst for her because it feels a little exploitive.
Because she's the only one that stays on book.
Yeah, she stays with the evil clown script, but you know. Let's use the photo of you hooking your child up to an aquarium.
You're saying anytime they show Eloise, if they do the cutaway, it would be you'd see Rainbow the clown like yes, she's the one. She's the one she'd be talking to.
Yeah, we don't know who they're talking to in the interviews.
No.
There's some kind of plant behind everybody.
That's right.
Occasionally shifts positions, but we don't see who they're being interviewed by.
No.
If you want your baby back, say the lines. Say the lines.
You tried hooking your baby up to turtles. It didn't work. That was your last resort.
Oh, it's so terrible. So awful.
You know I'm your last hope.
Tell me what your rainbow is. Jeez. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, seriously, that lady was going through, she was emotional and...
That was terrible.
And this horrible, horrible woman named Eloise Cole put her in her fucking video and took advantage of her.
Oh, really?
To make some scratch.
To make some scratch.
As much as she was crying, I don't think the grief therapy worked. I'd ask for my money back.
No, it didn't sound like she believed what she was saying.
I don't understand what's not working. I dress like a clown.
Doesn't this help the loss of your 7-week-old baby?
You keep saying Eloise Cole, but I think her name's Eloise Clown. I just want to make that.
Well, it's like what you're saying, Rich. Like she was like some, what was it, goddess of death or something from like the Mesopotamian.
Eloise Cole. What you describe is Eloise Cole. Stay away.
Do you think, is Eloise Cole dead? Was she buried in her clown suit? I don't know.
It looked like it. That was just her skull.
I think death would be like a nice release for her because, you know, she'd been through so much.
Clearly a woman who's filled with pain and trying to share it with others.
And they possibly, they could have. Well, maybe
my rainbow of hurt. Do you remember when she was doing the metaphorical thing with holding on to the pain?
I had all this pain to carry around.
Deal with it just by stuffing it in and holding it.
The pain was like a giant merkin, right? It was like a
Shove it inside and never let it go.
She's putting it in her pants.
Way deep down.
Give me your pain so I can feed on it.
You can't hook human beings up to aquariums.
Well, that's why you got to test it out on a 7-week-old. Like, what? Look at that. See if the turtle water will do something.
It's not working, Eloise.
You told me to hook my baby up to a turtle. It's not working. You told me.
Call the clown. That's our last resort.
Everything you tell me to do just makes him worse.
Hi, it's Eloise. I'm not here right now. Please leave
Just
me
look in your
alone.
mirror and call my name 3 times.
I fed him that bleach just like you told me to, but it just hair fell out.
If you hooked your dying preemie up to a turtle, press 1 for more information.
We're all going to hell.
Oh my God. Oh, I get it.
Oh, okay. Yes. Sorry.
That's a guarantee.
Eloise Cole is dead.
Eloise Cole is in her grave, in her clown costume. They tried hooking her up to an aquarium.
It didn't work.
Didn't work.
How could they laugh when I was feeling such pain?
Well, everyone, we've talked about all 3 videos that we've watched on the Wheel of the Worst. America Online for Internet, Randy Butcher's Backyard Stunting, Hits and Misses, Safety First, and Rainbow's Remedies with Rainbow the Clown. Rich, you have 3 videos, and you have to pick.
I have to?
What, oh, yes. You have to pick one that you got the most from, and that would be your best of the worst. And this could be like an entertainment value.
I am going with Chinese American Online because somebody somewhere might have gotten some use out of it.
But did you?
No, I didn't get any use out of any of them.
All right. Jim, your pick for best of the worst. Which videotape did you have the most enjoyment watching?
I'd say Lights Butcher Action. What's it called? Backyard Stuntman. Hits and misses. Because it was funny and we laughed a lot. Clown video was just horrific and scary. This was just, so I enjoyed this the most, but this was just oppressive. Not just because of the language, but because I've never used AOL.
So oppressive, like?
Politically?
Politically.
Yeah, that's what I meant. It's
like a Chinese political joke, was that?
Yes.
I'm with Jim. I mean, this was the worst thing. I mean, like, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be. And to make it worse, it was in Chinese or some other language that we couldn't understand. So, I mean, not only are you watching this boring video,
It's like Swedish, I think.
you can't. Yeah, I think you can't understand what's being said. So we were just sort of counting down the minutes and hoping it was going to wrap up soon. And it was, you know, Rainbow's Remedy was, you know, it had some funny bits at the beginning, and then it was just sort of miserable watching all these people like cry, talking about their dead children and stuff like that.
Because this is supposed to be fun, and suddenly like you just brought it down because this is real pain and suffering.
Yeah, it's awful. It was awful. It was a huge switch up from like the clown thing, which was kind of like funny at how creepy the clown was, and then as soon as like the real people come in and start telling their stories, it's, you know, depressing as hell. Backyard Stunting, you know, it was short. It's funny. We laughed quite a lot. Yeah, it had like, you know, the kind of running gag.
Don't you mean a running gag?
What?
Rutting.
Running?
Rutting?
Rutting.
Rutting? What does that mean?
It's usually, you know, humping.
Rutting?
What? Rutting.
Is that a word?
You just made that up.
I think that's a word.
If rutting is a word that means humping,
I think
the
it's
most brilliant thing ever.
I think it's rooting. Rooting is Australian for
maybe
having sex.
A recurring period of sexual excitement or reproductive activity.
Sorry I doubted you.
Male.
Because I did doubt you.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Salute you.
It took us 11 minutes and a dictionary to get your joke, but good job. Well, obviously this one is terrible. I don't know how the fuck you picked this.
I hate them all. I could easily, you know what? I'll change my vote. That's the worst. There, I just picked it.
No. Did you enjoy watching
No,
this?
I didn't.
You're saying this is helpful to Korean people to get on America Online. This was shit, Rich.
Sure it was.
You gotta know how to vote on this show. Really? Okay, Backyard Stunting. We laughed a lot at Rainbow's Remedy, at the weird clown.
Yeah,
and then
for the first bit,
and like you said, it got creepy.
It got too real.
It got too real. Once these people came in and you were like, oh God, you know. And then, I mean, it's hilarious that someone hooked a 7-week-old preemie baby to a fish tank to try to keep it alive. That's funny, yes. But
is it?
It is funny, but it's not funnier than like a hack Hollywood stuntman trying to have sex with men. To me, that's funnier. So my pick is Backyard Stunting, hits and misses as best of the worst.
Okay, I agree.
I agree.
It was fine.
And remember, safety first.
How could they laugh when I was feeling such pain?
Every day we receive thousands of terrible VHS tapes and DVDs. Some are so fucking weird we don't exactly know what to do with them. That's why the Wheel of the Worst was designed. It's a torture device for the modern age. The wheel is spun 3 times. Each spin selects a video at random for the group to watch, and then evaluate which video is the best of the worst.
Man, I cannot wait for Batman vs. Superman Dawn of AIDS. It's gonna be so good. So good.
Every day we receive thousands of terrible VHS tapes and DVDs. Some are so fucking weird we don't exactly know what to do with them. That's why the Wheel of the Worst was designed. It's a torture device for the modern age. The wheel is spun 3 times. Each spin selects a video at random for the group to watch, and then evaluate which video is the best of the worst.
Man, I cannot wait for Batman versus Superman Dawn of AIDS. It's gonna be so good. So good. Oh, hi, Mike.
Hi, Rich.
Where have you been?
Oh, you know, I've been busy. Just taking care of all the Space Cop Blu-rays.
So it's time for another Wheel of the Worst.
Oh boy, I can't wait.
What kind of garbage do we have in this wheel today?
Will you improve your attitude?
I'm sorry.
Our first film is called Baby Vision. I think that's one word.
The way you said that was just kind of baby vision. It was just kind of great.
Oh, there's no space. It's Baby Vision. Your baby or toddler's own video! Exclamation mark. And there's a picture of the Earth and the Moon, some hot air balloons, a carousel, and then a baby who is wearing a hat.
Well, that looks like garbage.
The more a child sees in here, the more he wants to pee in his diaper. 5% of the profits from the sale of Baby Vision will be donated to the Guild for Infant Survival of SIDS. How does an infant survive SIDS? It's called sudden infant death syndrome. You don't survive SIDS.
That's very true.
Anyway.
Is Gene Piggott? That's not the grief clown, is it?
No. No, that's Eloise Cole.
Oh yes, that's right, the demon Eloise Cole.
All right, Rich, why don't you talk about our next video?
Why, our next video is HIV/AIDS and older Americans. A collaborative project between the Office of AIDS Research, NIH, and the National Minority AIDS Council. September 2001. September 2001! Everything about this video is a disaster.
Oh my Lord, a lot of bad things happened in September of 2001. Well, now the title is HIV/AIDS and older Americans. Now it doesn't say HIV/AIDS, older Americans with HIV/AIDS. So is the first half of the video about HIV/AIDS and the second half is just some older Americans just doing some things.
I think it's about like 85-year-old men and women who are taking care of like dying AIDS patients.
Okay, so HIV/AIDS and older
Brought you
Americans.
some soup. Chicken soup will cure everything except AIDS.
So HIV/AIDS and elderly Americans is a video about Charlie Sheen. Laughing at others' medical misfortunes is hilarious.
I'm just picturing the maker of this video like waking up in the morning of September 11th all excited about the release of this new AIDS video.
I'm finally going to help the elderly who have AIDS cope with, oh no.
Speaking of AIDS.
Oh my God, it's Leo DiCaprio. Our next video is Hanging with Leo. Look, there's little hearts on the exclamation marks. Attention Leo fans, this is the real Leo. Parties, fun, girls, you gotta have it.
Well, that's so unexciting. That's almost as unexciting as Motherload. Amazing, incredible, mind-boggling, beautiful morel mushrooms, and lots of them. With North America's #1 morel expert, Larry Tree Lonick. I can't wait to learn about those mushrooms.
Our next video is called The Singles Guide to Oh, Los Angeles. A singles guide.
Sunglasses?
Sunglasses, a faded
Face.
cover. You could tell this videotape was stored on a shelf that was in direct sunlight somewhere. Featuring Eva LaRue, Martina Castle, Robin Lynn, and world-renowned gourmet Paul Wallach.
Well, that just sounds amazing, Mike. Show off how to be cool at parties. Stunts, tricks, and gaze
To amaze your friends.
and gaze to amaze your friends. Starring Malcolm Jamal Warner, forgotten star of The Cosby Show.
Stunts, tricks, and gags to amaze your friends.
Gags!
It's really kind of a weird font.
That makes much more sense.
Starring Malcolm Jamal Warner of The Cosby Show.
Well, speaking of Bill Cosby, our next tape is How to Seduce Women Who Aren't Aware of What's Going On.
By Bill Cosby.
By Bill Cosby.
Wow, how to seduce women through hypnosis.
Seduce.
Yeah, I doubt this tape would fly in 2016.
At the point where you're willing to hypnotize a woman, why not just use the roofie? You know. Exploding varmints!
The crown jewel of our wheel. Now, this is a rare occasion where I actually have the back of the box printed out, because normally we can't get them off.
So they're on there with cement.
They're on there pretty good.
Oh no. Oh no.
If you are a hunter who likes a lot of action, Bill Cosby, then you will want to see exploding varmints from your favorite easy chair. Experience the excitement of exploding so many varmints, your shoulder will ache.
Your shoulder?
I guess you're furiously masturbating. I really don't know. And see why we call this video Exploding Varmints. Enjoy film footage of varmint hunting like you've never seen before, and witness over 500 confirmed exploding kills in this action-packed video. Share the thrill of the hunt with us, your family, friends, and clergy.
Clergy? You have to be making that last part up.
No! No! After viewing this video, you, your buddies, and your clergy will be praying for more.
Unlike Bill Cosby's victims. Okay, Mike, it's time to spin the wheel!
Here we go, here we go. Oh my gosh, what are you hoping for?
Exploding varmints.
Me too. Show off how to be cool at parties.
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Oh my God, let's go watch this, because I want to know how to be cool at parties.
I wanted AIDS.
Psst. Hey, you. You've got to watch this. You won't believe your eyes.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna cut this piece of string.
Oh no.
Like so.
This is for children.
Oh no, it's not those kind of parties. Oh, we horribly misunderstood.
Show off! Cool stunts, tricks, and gags to amaze your friends.
Oh my God! There's a camel! Flashlights!
Oh my God.
It's the opening to Saved by the Bell.
I'm going to show you how to do this.
Like somebody brings that thing out like at a party. Watch this.
Now, if you get down here and you still have a ways to go, you can fake the rest of it with your upper body and your head like this.
Or just kill yourself.
Jay, this guy didn't kill himself.
Oh.
He was a failed prop comedian from the early 90s.
Good.
Ironically, he fell down the stairs. Broke his neck. Oh, there you go.
Hey, little boy, hey. Get back. Get back.
Now, how does he do that?
The secret to this one now is to pretend that you have a dog.
Oh, no shit.
The secret is to pretend you have a dog.
So, Jack, did you learn anything that you're going to utilize at your next party?
Yeah, now I know how to crouch down. I want to know what it's like to hang out with Leo. Oh, mushrooms! Mushrooms!
Like a shitty horror movie fun.
What if this is like a horror short disguised as a get to know your mushrooms video?
This is like the type of video you would find at a bait shop.
Yeah. Yeah, except there'd be information in the video.
We're
on
like,
the page.
no, like, you know, where like hillbillies come in to get their bait, and they buy this video about mushrooms.
And I love the excitement. Just a few friends out there in the woods, getting so excited and yelling out when they find the mushroom.
Bob, I found your mushroom.
Oh. Oh, weirdo.
This is like pervert cam. Pick those mushrooms.
The squirrel's his gimp name. Well, Jack, the last couple of videos, those were duds. Let's hope we do better with this last spin.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
Can't wait to see what we get.
Here we go. I'm praying for exploding varmints.
I'm hoping we get more Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Well, maybe. We'll see what the wheel decides.
Absolutely.
And let's go.
Oh, come on. Come on. Yes!
Exploding varmints. Exploding varmints. I knew it.
Boom! Let's go
Right.
watch some gophers, maybe? Prayer. Whoa! I'm a varmint. Here we go. All right. Is that a varmint?
Advanced Action Videos proudly presents Exploding Varmints.
I already regret this. It's exactly what I thought it'd be.
In this film, you will learn how to approach landowners to obtain permission to hunt their property, ranchers that will welcome you with open arms. We will discuss the equipment needed for your own successful hunt. This video is designed and produced to help you to be able to say, I explode varmints.
Wait, there's a varmint.
Is he gonna explode?
Yeah!
Are those some prairie dogs?
Oh,
no! Oh no! It's a little prairie dog! Oh, it's still alive!
No, he's moving!
You like doing that,
I
don't you?
love doing this, man. This is excellent. Okay, let's go down here a little bit, okay?
All right.
Okay.
Oh no!
Man, that was good.
Where is it? Where is it?
Oh no! This is awful.
I love it! This is the worst thing I've ever seen.
When are they going to talk about getting permits?
You know, also has 0 calories is beer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that's true.
They say they're empty calories, which is good for you.
Oh, I guess
If it's empty, that's like
that's
you know,
like
you
0
think-
calories.
Yeah, exactly. It's the
They're
same
right.
thing.
They're empty. They can't make you any fatter.
Drinking beer is like losing weight.
I know.
I thought you were just drinking water from Flint, Michigan.
Hey-o!
Topical. It's already out of date by the time you watch this video. So we've spun the wheel of the worst today.
Yes.
And we got the worst things possible on the wheel of the worst. Very similar in strange and disturbing ways, as we always find a common theme.
Yes.
Usually find a common theme between the terrible things we watch on this terrible program. The motherlode and exploding varmints are living proof that any psychopath can run a video camera. Now, Rich, tell us all about our first film, Show Off, How to Be Cool at Parties, starring Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Oh, thank God, we're getting me out of the way first. This is Malcolm Jamal Warner.
What's his name?
Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Rich, seriously though, give us a realistic breakdown of what it is, because we thought the way he's posed.
You think it's like how to really seriously impress people and be the life of the party?
Yes.
Or like more like for teenagers or young adults, it kind of looks like he's like, yeah, I'm cool. Like this is how to
Don't
pick up
stay in the
ladies
corner
at
and say
parties.
nothing. Don't be afraid to mingle. And
Yeah.
the importance of body language. Instead, it's just like put your finger on your nose and go.
Do it very gracefully. Here we go. Ready?
That's dumb. That's so dumb. Nothing that would ever make you cool at a party.
No.
is
Well,
what this
it's a
tells you to
video
do.
for tiny, tiny children, we discovered, unfortunately. Or fortunately. I don't know which would have been worse.
I think we got the better of the possibilities.
We probably have more to talk about because nothing in this video would make anyone look cool regardless of age. Definitely not Malcolm Jamal Warner age, but probably not a 6-year-old either.
Mhm.
A 6-year-old would get beat up at school for pressing their face against the glass and saying, "Look at me."
Pushing your nose to the side, and it's also great if you open your mouth a little.
The gag here is how to push your face into a window. I just want to.
Sometimes I make such a scary face, I even scare myself.
I think there was a class action lawsuit from all the 6-year-olds who got beat up after trying these stunts.
It showed you party tricks like how to make it look like you're going down pretend stairs and how to juggle scarves.
Yeah, it was just they just.
Let me show you something. Let me show you something I learned in the video.
Oh, sure. I would love to know what you learned from the video.
Now let's see what kind of show off you can be.
Oh, I left my mic in the basement. Hold on. Ow! Ah! 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 Ah!
You're walking down stairs barefoot on broken glass. Is that what he's doing?
No, I think it's just Rich Evans walking down.
Okay,
He walks downstairs normally.
found my mic. I'm coming back up. Oh God!
Throw his back out again.
Oh,
Oh
God.
God! Oh God!
That was really good, Rich.
Malcolm Jamal Warner would be proud.
Well, let's recap the things we learned in this video.
Mhm.
So it's little things you learn, like when you're a kid, like the wobbly pencil.
The snake straw.
Snake straw, yeah. Crumple up.
That is the dumbest fucking thing. I never heard of the snake straw.
Oh yeah, you just do that as a kid. You sprinkle up the straw and put a drop of water on it. And it's like, then someone made a video about that? It's not even like magic tricks would have made sense.
Yeah.
Like, learn all these magic tricks.
My favorite trick was the everyone pay attention to me trick of leaving the party and pretending like you hit yourself on the face with the door.
Yeah, apparently that somehow is impressive to people at a party. Like
it's a desperate cry for attention and help.
How is this going to make you cool?
Is that?
You know what's the problem? Here's the problem. I just thought of it because you said it. If you do that when you're 7 or 8 or even 9, your friends laugh.
Sure.
But when you're 4, you don't go to parties. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What 6-year-old goes to parties?
Yeah.
It's just it should be called show off, impress your friends. Like that's why it's misleading because we're
because it
thinking-
looks like it's aimed at an older audience.
and
Yeah.
older people, like, high school, junior high, go to parties,
Or maybe they're using party as just like hangouts. Maybe every time you hang out with people is a party if you do those tricks. Maybe you've gone to really boring parties. Did you ever pretend to slam the door in your face?
Well, the weird thing is, I mean, I've been to a lot of children's birthday parties.
Yeah.
And the weird thing is I still go to them.
Yeah.
And it's usually like I'm not invited and they're strangers, which is all around kind of weird, but it's
Well, it
it's the
seems like
thing I
that's
do.
a situation where this video would be most helpful because that's who's going to be impressed by these things is an adult doing it in front of small children.
I mean, how else are you going to get the kids to come near you? Yeah.
Yeah, the best trick in here, I don't know if you've done it, but the best trick in this video, if you're going to small children's birthday parties, is the one where you press your face on the glass and just stare creepy.
I do that in their bedroom windows.
Yeah,
usually.
yeah.
I don't know. I like kind of
Sometimes I
like.
play hide and seek with little kids, but for me, it's just hide. And usually it's in a shallow grave, and you're somewhere in the woods.
To go back to pressing your face against a window, that was the entire trick.
Oh, no, they ran out of anything even remotely clever in the first 5 minutes.
Please do the air quotes better because that deserves air quotes.
They do the entire trick.
Are those air quotes, or are you having a stroke?
I've never learned how to do air quotes.
You don't need an instrument to play along with your favorite recordings. Just learn a few expressive moves and let it rip. It's great at parties.
He's teaching you how to play air piano?
Oh man,
This is really stretching it.
He's teaching you how to do this.
this would kill at parties. I mean, you'd be the most popular.
Now, do you think Bill Cosby taught Malcolm Jamal Warner a trick? You know, which dry cleaner to use for the sweaters? Because he was so well known for his sweaters.
Yeah, that's what he's most known for these days. Still, is the sweaters he would wear on the Cosby Show.
Taught him how to eat a Jello pudding pop. Yeah. You stick a roofie in it.
Oh my God, racist. Oh my God, racist.
Mike, are you stereotype shaming?
Yeah. So second, I pull this t-shirt right over my head. Next, I get a sweatband and I put that around my head.
Oh, I see what's happening.
Oh, racist. Join Malcolm Jamal Warner, top-rated star of the Emmy Award-winning series The Cosby Show, and his zany friends for an unbelievable half hour of no-holds-barred hilarity.
All the clowns in that are his friends?
I don't think so.
That's the quality of friends that Malcolm Jamal Warner keeps.
He's friends with Jake Busey and an elderly man.
A middle-aged bald man
Yeah.
that should not be going to parties for children.
These people are famous here. This fast-paced comedy variety show features the talents of Nickelodeon's own Fred Newman, madman magician Friedhofer, comedians Frankie Pace and others performing and demonstrating the best cool tricks, stunts, and gags.
Now, let's see that amazing feat quickly. Slow motion. See how Alfonso the Finger switches his 2 index fingers to make this fabulous feat work.
No. I don't understand what he was. Warning. Parental supervision is not permitted.
What?
Whoa! They're breaking all the rules.
I hate this video.
It makes you want to take a shower.
This is bottom of the barrel as far as we
It's
talk.
not even about rape. You know what I mean?
Wait, first of all, no, I don't know what you mean.
Yeah. Do you think the How to Trick Women into Sleeping With You Through Hypnosis video is more or less sleazy than this?
Oh, wait, that wasn't what we watched? That whole bit about the pencil?
Well, what's the point of the whole video? This is we've talked about the whole like the boom of VHS where they were just putting out anything that they thought they could sell, and that's all this is.
It's just ill-conceived, ill-produced, and probably very, very poorly received. It was probably a disaster.
It put.
I'm going to assume it wasn't received. Nobody has seen this video except for us.
It ruined Malcolm Jamal Warner's career.
It's a great party, but how am I gonna top off?
This is the worst party I've ever been to, Malcolm Jamal Warner.
Now, Jack, tell us about this